right, we are live and popping. I have my Instagram on my YouTube live, and I'm on my YouTube live right now. So I dropped down the name of my YouTube, Hashtime Show with Asia on YouTube. So I want to see y'all over there, okay? I would like to see my audience over there, preferably. So yeah, all right. Hash time with Asia is the link, guys. Hash time with Asia. Go ahead and get on down there. Copy video URL. See, I'm gonna go ahead and copy this video. I don't know how I'm gonna give it to y'all, but anyways, that's besides the point. So tonight I'm gonna be talking about what is really like being who I am. So I know a lot of y'all are kind of new. Everybody on here isn't everybody on here isn't who I'm used to. So I do have a different audience. So I do want to kind of reintroduce myself, who I am, what I'm all about, what my goal is, what I'm basically trying to do in this world, in this lovely world we call home. Yeah, this is just something that I want to do. I'm going to have to put it back on here. Hash time with Asia because I made a mistake and pinned it. So I'm going to pin it again. I want y'all to go ahead and migrate over to YouTube because I'm also on YouTube Live. So you'll be able to see my Instagram live on YouTube as well. So I got a pretty, dope little thing going on here. But that's where I want y'all to be. And I want y'all to comment on YouTube Live instead, okay? Because that's where I'm going to start being instead of on Instagram. I do both, but I want y'all to migrate over to YouTube Live for sure. But anyways, this is me. This is who I am. I'm Asia. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I am a business owner. I pretty much do everything. I'm a jack of all trades, honestly. So I don't really have a fixed thing that I do. I don't necessarily just have one role, or I'm not just one of those stay-at-home moms where I don't do anything business related or anything else besides, take care of the kids or take care of the household. That's not me. So let me reintroduce myself, okay? Let me let y'all understand who I really am and what I do, okay? So I know in the beginning I was really like, I wouldn't say secretive, but I was really more so the vibes of like, yeah, I like my life to be private. I don't really like to put everything out there on social media. I'd rather not. But I've gotten to a point in my life where I do want to become a little bit more open to what I do, who I am, what I'm all about. So I'm trying to get it together, y'all. So I'm slowly but surely getting it together, but I'm going to get there, okay? So y'all be patient with me. I got a lot of rebranding to do. I have a lot of things that I do want to do coming up. So while I'm transitioning, I want you guys to transition with me as well. So I want to keep the same vibes that we got going always. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up my little music for the background like I usually do. Because that's the vibes, y'all. So with me, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you. I'm more of a vibe person, okay? I'm not a person who goes by what other people tell me. I'm not a person who goes by other people's opinions. I'm not a person who blindlessly and recklessly just goes with something just because everybody else is doing it. I'm not that type of person. Never been that type of person. I always been the one who leads myself. I'm not too subjective to other people's leadership, if that makes sense. So, with that being said, I've always been really independent. I've made a lot of life choices that I'm very proud of, some very daring life choices. For one, I got married extremely young. I got pregnant while I was still in college. So I've made some decisions in my life that have changed my life for the better, but it is really, 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 really dangerous. Okay. It's really dangerous, but like I said, I am that type of person. I like to move at my own pace. I like to move in my own way. I like to move where my soul takes me. So, how everything started out in the beginning, anyways. I met my current husband, Aristotle. If y'all haven't heard of him, Aristotle Investment. So I met him when I was in college, right? So my freshman year, just got out of the trailer, a little bit of background about where I came from before I went to college. I lived in a trailer from literally in my mom's stomach all the way up until 18 when I graduated from high school. So, single wide trailer in the middle of nowhere. I can go outside, howl like a wolf, and they'll howl back. Like, that's how country and how secluded the area that I lived in was. Okay, so it's no like, oh, I was not a city girl. I did not grow up in luxury. I did not grow up with money. I didn't grow up with any of that. Okay, we got cars we possessed. We got lights cut off. There was like all kind of stuff. Okay, I couldn't hardly order two things off of the dollar menu at McDonald's. So that's my background. Okay, it's nothing that was spoon fed to me. Any of that. Okay. Now that's besides the point. Now I pretty much worked my butt off because I knew I didn't really know anything about entrepreneurship when I was in high school, middle school. It wasn't taught to us. Like we were only taught, okay, you go to college, you get a nice career, you try to make 6, 7 figures or whatever you want to try to make, and then in college, that's when I started learning more about entrepreneurship. I was like, okay, I want to go in the field of psychology, right? So I go into the field of psychology, and then we go and find mentors. So I found a mentor. I was like, so you have your own practice? And she was like, yeah, I have my own practice, but it took years for me to get here. It took a lot of time for me to get here. I was like, bet. Watch me go ahead and do this. But you know what? My life really turned out for the better because my initial plan was to become a psychologist, to start my own practice, to basically, just be in the field of being a doctor. So that was my first initial goal. But later on in life, I was just like, okay, I'm still working, I'm still doing this. And then I met my husband. So I met him my freshman year, and we went on a few dates, and then we got back together officially my uh junior year, sophomore junior year ish. And after that, it was all she wrote. So pretty much my whole my whole initial plans that I had before of me just being in school, going for a doctorate degree, all of that changed, right? But that's not a problem at all, because guess what? I don't have to be in school for years like I planned on before. I don't have to go through all of that stress that I planned on going through before. Like, things are a little bit more simple. Things are a little bit more, I don't know. Things turn out a little bit better. So I got married, and basically I got married my junior year of college, and I got pregnant my senior year of college. So those are two big life decisions, right? As a young adult, I'm very young, 21, 22. So I'm making two big life decisions, right? Um, I'm deciding to get married. I'm deciding to have kids. I'm deciding to like just do all of this, right? So it sounds crazy when you first, listen to it. And then as I keep looking back at it, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, dog, I was really making some decisions that really could have ruined my life. But like I said, I took a leap of faith. I followed my heart. I followed my intuition. I followed what was really inside, because I've never had that feeling before, guys. So it's just like sometimes when you don't have a certain feeling before, like before people I met, man, I wasn't even thinking about marriage. I wasn't thinking about kids. I wasn't thinking about none of that. Okay, if the question popped up, it was an absolute no. So there was a difference, okay? It wasn't like I was blind and I was just like, oh my God, like the first person to ask me, I'm gonna say yes type vibes. It wasn't even like that. It was more so of like, dog, like I really do feel comfortable. I really do feel like, okay, I can do this. Like I like this, I love him. I love how he treats me, this and this and this. So I'm just going down the list. I'm like, why not? Why wouldn't I? So I took a leap of faith. My parents thought I was crazy. Family thought I was crazy. Everybody thought I was crazy, right? And look at me now. Okay, so I turned into I turned the situation that was really daring, really risky. I turned a very risky situation into something that was very beautiful, that turned out to be very beautiful. Okay. So that's just a little bit about me for people who are just now following me, people who are just now knowing about me, people who are just now discovering me. This is me. I became an entrepreneur when my husband needed help with his business starting off. So I started working with him. And from there, that's what I've been doing. Working with him, I've been pretty much a mom, being a jack of all trades, like I said, mom, wife, entrepreneur, and then whatever it is I'm trying to be by myself. I don't know what that is. I don't know what to call that yet. I'm still exploring that side of me. But other than that, that's pretty much how it is. Now, honey, I'm so cheap. I didn't even try to get the version with no ads for YouTube. I keep getting picked on about that, but it is what it is. Honey, I don't be stuck on YouTube like that. But anyways, I hope you guys like my setup. This is all new. This is all fresh. This is something, it's all fresh. It's all new. Okay. And I love it. I love new beginnings. It's spring, y'all. Okay. So it's time to get rid of all of the old into the new. Okay. Clean your areas, refresh your areas, make yourself feel good, make your home feel good and welcoming for what you want it to be. Like, it's that time. Okay. It's that season to just really get yourself together. Like, it's not cold anymore. None of that. Okay. It's time to sprout. It's time to really open your eyes. It's time to really get into that mindset of, okay, who am I? What am I? What am I doing? Who do I want to be? Who do I want to, how do I want to present myself? What is it that I'm trying to do in this world? What is it that I'm here for? What's my purpose? What's my destiny? So this is the time of questions, okay? This is the absolute time for questions, trying to figure out exactly what it is that's going on with you and how you want to do it and what you're doing, okay? And it's definitely that season for me. All right, so y'all aren't alone. Trust me, I don't have it all together. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the solutions. So I'm right there with y'all. I'm figuring things out still. I'm trying to make sure everything is good. I'm trying to make sure that, I'm really true to myself. Now, I'm really heavy on that, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I am so heavy on just being who I am, true to myself, being who I want to be, how I want to be. It's just something that I'm really, really adamant about. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, you'll have so many people who try to change you, you'll have so many people who try to turn you into something that you're not. You'll have so many things that come into place. It don't even have to be people. It could be situations that make you feel like you have to change, and there'll be certain circumstances that make you feel like you have to change into something that you're not. And it becomes even more stressful. It becomes even more harder to become something that you're not versus being who you truly are and making people like that version of you. So me personally, I'd rather take the long route. I'll take the long route. I'll take the dedication. I'll take all of that. I don't want that quick fix where I got to be fake, where I got to pretend to be something that I'm not, where I got to pretend a lifestyle or pretend something. I don't need a quick fix, okay? I'm not with that. I'm not for that. I've never been about quick fixes. But a lot of people would rather take that route because it speaks money, okay? When they decide to become something they're not, when they try to do this whole, mask on type thing, you get what I mean? It's because they're trying to get to the money quicker. All right. But in my circumstance right now, I would just rather be slow paced. I'd rather let y'all be the determinant of if you like my true personality or not. I'd rather y'all figure that out. You get what I mean? I shouldn't be chasing anybody. I shouldn't be chasing the opinions of other people. I shouldn't be chasing how everybody else feels about me on social media because everybody knows that everybody's opinion is going to be different on social media, okay? Nobody's opinion is going to be the same. Ever. Ever. Okay? Nobody's going to think the same way. Nobody's going to feel the same way about you. It never happens. So, with that being said, you have to just choose who you want to be. Okay? Choose who you want to be. Choose how you want to be. And stay true to yourself. Because no matter if you are the realest person on earth, it's always going to be somebody who goes against it. If you're the fakest person on earth, it's going to be somebody who goes against it. So, why not use your energy to make your own personality, to make your own self more great versus just capping and being something that you're not and still have people talk bad about you. Wouldn't you rather just be your true self? Okay, spend less time, spend less of a headache trying to be something that you're not. Wouldn't you rather not be that? Because people gonna talk. It don't matter what you're doing. It does not matter. Like, you can feel like you're doing everything right. Somebody's still gonna have something to say. So I would rather stay true to myself versus become something I'm not, and then still have people talk bad about me. And now I'm feeling like booty because I done did all of this and y'all still talking. Do you not know how pissed off I'll be? Like, I would be so livid, and I don't have time for that. Okay, I don't have time to be a people pleaser in that aspect. I don't have time to change my personality to be a people pleaser. I don't have time to do any of that. Now, don't get me wrong, certain things about ourselves we have to change. Okay, certain things about ourselves we must grow. We must not be stagnant. We must not, just continue to live in our flaws and not try to fix them. That's a whole different story in itself. I'm talking about just being true to yourself. Okay, the person you are without all of the flaws, the person you are without all of the extra problems that you're going on, just the true, genuine soul that you are. That's the portion I'm talking about, okay? So don't twist those two up. Don't twist who you are in the soul. Don't twist that with remaining complacent with your flaws. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm definitely not saying that at all. What I'm saying is who you are is who you remain. Okay? Don't try to be something. Don't try to pretend. Don't put on this costume and pretend like you Spider-Man. No darn well you ain't Spider-Man. Okay? You can't shoot webs out of your darn wrist. You can't climb on walls. You can't do none of that. Okay? So we gotta stop pretending to be Spider-Man when we're not Spider-Man. Okay? We're not Spider-Man. Be you. If you want to dress up and become something you're not, wait till Halloween. But that's not something that you're supposed to do on a daily basis, okay? We're not supposed to be something we're not on a daily basis. Point blank, period. It's just how it works. I don't have time to live a double lifestyle. I can't even hardly live my one lifestyle, so I can't live a double one. So it's too time consuming, y'all. I don't know how people do it. It's way too time consuming. But you know what? When people try to live that double lifestyle, they start to merge with one another. So that fake version of them, that other persona of them starts to merge with their real personal life. They start to become that character. They start to become whatever they're trying to pretend to be. And now you're like, shoot, I don't even know if you the real version of you, or I'm just seeing the Instagram version of you. I don't even know what to expect right now because you're sounding the same. You're looking clown both ways. So it's just like we have to understand that concept. We have to understand, hey, if you really want to be true to yourself, do it. If you want to be who you are, do it. If you don't have time, like I don't have time to pretend to be something you're not, don't do it. Okay? It's okay. It's okay to work on your version of you. It's okay to improve your version of you versus trying to switch the whole persona and become this whole doll, okay? A robot that you're not. That's why they got AI. Let AI do that, okay? You stay human, you stay true. We have blood, we have a soul, we have all of that within our bodies, okay? So you stay that and let these other people become rusty in the rain. Okay? Let them become rusty in the rain because it's gonna rain. It's going to rain on all the robots, okay? It's going to rain on all of them. So just let them rest while you sit up here and flourish. While you remain this beautiful being. While you sprout into this beautiful thing. You stay that, okay? You stay that. That's my message for today. Stay you, regardless of all this around you. Regardless, okay? It's okay to be the oddball. It's okay to stand out because if you're standing out and if you're leading, somebody's going to see it eventually. Somebody's going to be like, I wonder, why are they like this? Why is she or he the only person that moves this way? Or why is he or she the only person that does this or does that? It builds curiosity. Now, when everybody tries to be the same or look the same, you get overlooked. And that's facts. You would get overlooked if you try to be the exact same thing that everybody else is. But the moment you are different and the moment you you thrive in it and you're confident in your difference, the moment you do that, that's when people start watching like, whoa, 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 who's this? Whoa, 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 what? What's going on here? Like, who's this person? That's how you build your attention. But when you try to replicate somebody else, when you try to be a 2.0 of somebody else, you're going to get overlooked. You're going to get called a fake. You're going to get called, oh, a copycat. You're going to get called all of that because people aren't blind. People can clearly see who you're trying to be like. People can clearly see who you're trying to replicate, the lifestyle you're trying to replicate. People see right through that. You're not fooling anybody. All of these entrepreneurs, they not fooling nobody, okay? Because it all sounds the same, it all looks the same, and it's all the same. Not fooling anybody. Just like Ben say, hey, when we wear those frontals and lace fronts and all of this stuff, that we ain't fooling them, that they know it's not our real hair. That's the same concept, okay? We know that ain't your real hair, but we just pretending like it is. That's all they doing. That's all everybody doing, pretending like they pretending like, hey, we know it's real, whatever, pretend like it's real and keep going. Nah, forget that. Forget that. Okay. I would rather live in my truth. I would rather live in who I really am. I would rather live in the person that I feel proud of. I would rather be proud of myself than try to make other people proud of me. And that's facts. I'd rather enjoy myself, be confident in myself, feel good about myself, thrive in myself for myself versus trying to be something for everybody else. For sure. Because guess what? Your happiness is important. Okay? What makes you happy is what you need to be focusing on. What makes you happy should be your priority. What makes other people happy should not be your priority. Why? Because if you're just doing it to make them happy, then where does that leave you? Where does that leave you? Lost, alone, not seen, not heard. It leaves you in a situation where you just feel like it's you against the world. That's where it leaves you. But the moment you're comfortable with yourself, the moment you feel true to yourself, the moment that you accept you for who you are and all your flaws, and you decide, hey, I'm going to work on all of these flaws. I'm going to improve me for me because this is what I want for myself. I want something better for myself. We shouldn't be moving based off of everybody else. We got to start having some things that we want for ourselves and start doing that. Don't wait for somebody to tell you. Don't wait for somebody to call you out on something for you to want to change your flaws, for you to want to change the things that you know you're lacking in. Don't let somebody else be your determinant for every single thing about your life. Sometimes we got to point things out ourselves. Point out what you lacking. Me, I was a procrastinator. Still kind of am, okay? A whole procrastinator. So I have to work on that part of me. I have to work on that version of me saying, hey, look, set a schedule for yourself. Set timers, something, alarms, whatever you got to do to make sure that you go ahead and get this done, to make sure that you do everything in your day that you said that you wanted to do. Because there are things that I want to do within my day every single day to build consistency. And I have to work on that. I have to actively practice that. Because if I want to accomplish something, I have to make it happen. So yes, I had to build that schedule. Yes, I had to remind myself of the things that I want to do in life because sometimes we can just forget about it. Sometimes something else will distract us and take our minds off of what we initially planned on doing for the day. And then we're doing something completely opposite. Set those reminders, set those alarms, write it down. Keep reminding yourself, hey, you're supposed to do this. Hey, you're supposed to do that. Hey, you're supposed to do this. I gotta work on it too, y'all. I'm not perfect. I gotta work on it too. So, like I always say, I can only speak to y'all about things that I personally experience or know about or known somebody else going through. You get what I mean? I can only speak of experiences that I personally seen or personally seen somebody else go through. Right now, I'm speaking about me. Okay, I have a lot of things I want to do in life, and I just got to do it. But like I said, I'm a procrastinator. I am at heart. Hmm I procrastinate. I wait, and then by the time I get ready to do it, it's like, dog, it's too much going on. I got too much on my plate to even try to do what I said I was gonna do, and then I don't do it. That's how it happens with me. But I have to remind myself, hey, girl, just do it. Just do it, okay? Just do it. It's okay. Just do it. Hmm Just do it. You good. You'll get it done. You'll be fine. Just do it. You'll be tired. You probably be tired. You're probably looking crazy by the eyes because your eyes got all these bags and dark circles and stuff, honey. But you'll get that sleep one day. One day. You'll get that sleep one day. But yeah, y'all are some beautiful people, honestly. I feel like everybody is beautiful. Everybody has something. Everybody has something. Just gotta find it. Just gotta find it. For sure. Let me close this door real fast because I can hear everything. But yeah, guys. But it truly doesn't seem like you are because so much you guys have accomplished. I appreciate your honesty because there are so many people that suffer with procrastination. Yes. Trust me, like sometimes we know how hard the task is gonna be. That's the part. Well, I ain't gonna say how hard the task is gonna be, but I would say like sometimes when you just have so much to do within a day, for me, let me just explain it for me. Okay. So when I have so much to do within a day and I feel like there's so much that I have to get done in one day, I kind of like freak out. So I get into this mode like, oh my God, like I feel like I got too much on my hands. I got too much on my mind. I got too much stuff that I feel like I just have to absolutely do today. And it gives me, it just shoots me into the mode of procrastinating, okay? Because it's too many tasks and I'm just pulling off on it. I'm just pushing it, pushing behind, keep pushing it behind. And then eventually it's just like, well, I literally have a deadline of tomorrow to finish this. So it's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Procrastination is a butthole, but you'll eventually get through it.
I know what it
You
is,
eventually
man.
would.
Some folks on there
Yeah. We're talking about procrastination right now.
so pretty.
Yeah, thank you.
You look like my daughter.
Right. Somebody asked me something. But yeah, procrastination is definitely a thing, y'all. So don't ever feel like y'all are alone in that area because Lord, him missing. For sure. Big R, oh Lord.
You know what it is, man. What going on?
Of course, y'all know. Of course, y'all know who he is.
What you mean?
Tell him so y'all so cute. He coming in here bombarding my life. I'm just playing. The king and queen for sure. For certain.
Yeah.
How do you overcome what? Oh, procrastination? Like I said, scheduling. Y'all, see, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to set alarms. Don't be afraid to set a schedule. I still gotta set my schedule. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna hold you. So I still gotta make my schedule. In my head, I have my schedule, but if I don't physically have it somewhere it's slapped in my face, I'm probably not gonna do it. Okay. So we have to just learn ourselves. We definitely have to learn ourselves, learn what forces us to do something versus what makes us feel complacent. And with me, if I literally give myself reminders on my phone, so I have to guilt trip myself, right? So I write it down somewhere in my office. Boom, these are the things you got to do today. Boom. Then I put it in my notes in my phone. These are the things that you got to do today, boo. Then I got to set alarms. Hey, do this, do this, do this. So I always see it throughout the day. And if I keep seeing it throughout the day, I'm like, God darn it, that means I got to do it. Because now I feel guilty because I done seen all of these reminders, all of these things that's telling me that I got to do this stuff. And if I still choose not to do it, that is clearly, absolutely my fault because I just don't want to do it. Okay. So sometimes you have to make yourself feel guilty for not doing the things that you want to do. That works for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like making myself feel guilty for not doing something, even though I've seen it like 500 times around the house, that helps me go ahead and get the stuff done. Okay. So that's one of the tactics that works for me. Maybe it'll work for you too. Um, but other than that, guys, I don't know. Like that's my only method. That's the only thing that I've really seen that works for me. I have to keep seeing it. I have to keep seeing that thing, okay? And if I don't keep seeing that thing, then I'm like, ooh, I got away with it. Ooh, I ain't gotta do it. Like, I'm really thinking I'm finessing myself by not setting those reminders and not letting myself be like, okay, well, shoot, you ain't setting a reminder, so that means you ain't gotta do it. Ooh, like, I'm finessing myself like a crazy person. But, yeah, don't mind me, y'all. Just set those reminders. Write down those sticky notes. Write it down in your phone. Text yourself. So when you go to those messages, pin it at the top. You'll see, hey, didn't you say you had to do this today? So we got to start keeping tabs on ourselves. If we don't have somebody to keep tabs on us, we got to keep tabs on ourselves, and that's one way to do it. Force yourself to do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Force yourself to do it. Y'all got this for sure. Y'all got this. You are more than capable of doing what you're supposed to do. You are more than capable of accomplishing everything that you need to accomplish. Ah, my light just went off, my beautiful light. Anyways, that was supposed to make my melanin shine and it just went off. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Okay, they ain't working. It ain't working. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to turn this light on, even though it's yellow, but whatever. So yeah, I'm hungry. I'm honestly hungry. Um, I'm slick tired. I had a long week. But I'm here and I'm grateful and I wanted to talk to y'all and I want to give y'all some insight and I want to make sure that I spoke to y'all because I have been non-existent for the last couple of days. And I just want to hop back on here and be like, hey, I'm alive. How everybody doing? That's kind of how I wanted to, hi, I'm still here. Hi. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. Make sure y'all understood. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Sometimes your girl just be tired, okay? Sometimes entrepreneurs just really be tired, y'all. It don't be no shade. It don't be no hard feelings. It don't be, we ain't trying to avoid nobody. It's just, honestly, we be tired. We be working all day, all night long, all day long. Live like doing entrepreneurship stuff and then trying to live your personal life, and then if you're a mother you gotta be a mother, and if you're a wife you gotta be a wife, if you're a husband you gotta be a husband. Like, honey, it's so many roles you gotta do every single day, and it's just like, okay, when you're tired, baby, you tired. So sometimes you just gotta get some rest. You gotta die down from social media. Hey Lex, how you doing, boo? I gotta text you. um but yeah, it's really no hard feelings, y'all. Like sometimes your girl just be tired. Your girl just be whoo. And then don't forget, listen, y'all, for sure, this is gonna be real. don't forget that even though entrepreneurs they have money, even though people have money, does not mean they don't have feelings. It does not mean they don't go through things. It does not mean that their life is perfect and stress free from like everyday life factors. It does not mean that having money does not correlate to just a perfect life. Okay? In fact, it can get worse. Mm-hmm. In fact, when you start to get money, you start to get successful, and you start to have more eyes on you, things can get a little bit worse. Because then you have other things to worry about that you didn't have to worry about when you were when you were working your 9 to 5, when you just living this other lifestyle that you used to have. Half of that stuff, listen, listen. Treat us nicely. Mm-hmm. Treat your entrepreneur friends nicely. Treat your mentors nicely. Treat the people who are actually teaching you something nicely. Because we out here working hard, y'all. We giving y'all our heart and our soul, our sweat and our tears. We pouring all of that into y'all. So we don't need that negative energy circling to us when we trying to dish out the positivity. You get what I mean? All I want to do is give y'all positive energy, give y'all insight, give you light, give you something, give you motivation, give you purpose, give you something that can be instilled in you to make you smile, to make you happy, to make you believe in yourself, to make you want to become something that you've always wanted to be, to drive you to that person that you really want to be. That is our purpose. We're helping you get there. We want to help you get there. Well, at least I do. I can only speak for myself. I want to help you get there, okay? I may not can help you get there physically, but mentally, through this here app, I can help you get there. Okay? And that's my purpose. That's my duty. That's what I want to do. I want to make sure you are sane here so everything else can work and flow together. Because if you all twisted and screwed up and in the head, okay, you're not going to be able to think business like. You're not going to be organized enough to have a business. You're not going to be focused enough to have a business if all of this is okay. You can't be all the time. It's just facts, okay? It's facts. So y'all got a whole lot of people that can teach you about the money, baby. But I'm here to teach you about this. So you can get more money. Because if your head's screwed up, you limit yourself on the amount of money that you can make and the mindset that you have and the things that you can accomplish in life. You start to limit yourself. Okay? You really start to limit yourself if your mind messed up. Because you can only go so far. If you're stagnant in the mind, if you're not focused in the mind, you can only go so far. And you're wondering, why can I get more money? Why am I stuck? Why can't I come up with ideas? Why can't I make content? Why can't I do this? It's because something's in there that you're thinking about. Something's in there that you're trying to ignore, that you're subliminally just trying to push in the shadows and in the darkness and thinking it's just going to go away. It's something there that you're not accepting and you're not really saying, hey, I know this is something that I'm going through, and I know it's something in the back of my mind that I just have to be more aware of, and I have to accept it, and I have to be like, okay, this is part of me. See, a lot of us, when we go through traumas and we go through things that affect us in life, we try to make it seem as if we never went through it. We try to make it seem as if it never happened, but it did. It did. You can't run away from something that actually happened to you in life. You can't run away from things that actually occurred in your lifetime. You can't just eliminate that. You have to be like, okay, look, knock, knock, knock. Stand face to face with it. Yeah. As scary as it sounds, as crazy as it sounds, you have to stand face to face to anything that is stopping you from being great, from anything that is stopping you from being what you want to be, those fears, that overthinking of like, oh my God, like I just can't. Whatever's stopping you, you have to come face to face with it. And you have to kick it in the balls, okay? Kick it in the flipping balls. Come face to face with it. Okay, think about it like this. Y'all know the movie. Y'all know the movie where what's the ghost movie? God darn it. I'm trying to give y'all an analogy and I can't even think of the movie. But anyways, say for instance, put it like this. Just pretend, okay? Pretend like all of your traumas are like right there in front of you. Pretend like all of your problems, everything that you're going through is literally like right there in front of you. Just let, I don't care if you put like a water bottle or something, just put all of that negativity into something. Put all of it into something. Put all of that, those negative thoughts, all of that trauma, all of that, ugh, put it into something. And guess what you do? Let me show you something. You get that thing. That's what you do. You punch that shit, okay? You kick it in the balls. You bury that shit. You kick it out. That's the only way you can be able to move on. You gotta come face it. You gotta square up, my boy. Square up. That's the only way you're gonna be able to move on, to be able to be who you want to be, to accomplish the things you want to accomplish. Don't just keep it in here, because the longer it stay in here, baby, the longer you just gonna stay where you at. The longer you're just gonna dwell in that sadness, and the longer you're just gonna dwell in that loss of hope. Why is country music playing in the background? Lord have mercy. But yes, y'all, that's what you do. You gotta kick it where it hurts. Stop trying to get revenge at everybody else for your problems, because they didn't do it to you. Stop trying to take out all your negative energy on other people because they didn't do it to you. They didn't. Everybody else didn't do it to you. Get it out. Do an exorcism of yourself. Not being serious. Do an exorcism on yourself. You got to kick out all that bad juju, baby. Kick it out. Burn some sage. And whenever, go burn that object, honestly. Honestly. Go burn it. Find something, you put all of that negative energy into it. Like, I'm being dead serious. Meditate, put all of that negativity, all your past trauma, all your hurt, all your pain, put it into an object that you can just carry outside and burn that shit and watch it burn. Watch it completely diminish off this earth. Just watch it scramble and scream and just watch it do that. Because guess what? That's the only way to get it out of you so you can feel released. The goal is to feel a release. Try it. I even tried it. Like, I wrote down all of the things that were bothering me. I wrote down everything that I just, oh my God. Like, I wrote a lot. Okay. I had a whole booklet of just a whole bunch of negative stuff that was just, ugh. Burned it. Let it go. Released it. Okay. Write down everything that's bothering you into this compressed journal. Write it down. I don't care if it's just on some sticky notes. Write it down and go burn it. Okay? Do whatever it is you got to do. Go burn it. Do it. Just get it out. You don't want it in your house either. Okay? You don't want it in your house. You don't want it anywhere else. I think my camera just went out for my YouTube. But anyways, we're going to keep it here. That's fine. But yeah, this FaceTime camera sucks. But anyways, yeah. That's the best way to do it. Somebody said I'm selfish for not having a podcast. I used to have a podcast. I used to be really, really consistent with my podcast. But like I said, I have some things that I got to work on, y'all. Y'all ain't the only people who got to work on some stuff because I got to get back on my A game. I just had some things. You know how sometimes when you feel like you have everything together and then boom, something else pops up. So now you got to kind of like start all over. That was me recently. But you know what? I'm not complaining because it was for the better. I had to stop. I had to pause for a second. Don't look at every situation as something that's disrupting you. Sometimes situations happen so you can actually replace it with something better. It's not always a negative thing on why you're not continuing to do something. It's not always a negative aspect of it. For me, it was positive because hey, I need to step back. I need to pay a little bit more attention. I needed to shift my attention to something that was way more important than what I was trying to do. And I'm grateful for that. I am grateful for the opportunity to fix it. I am grateful for the opportunity to make sure that everything is good. Okay? So don't think everything that comes in your life that stops things is a negative. Sometimes we need to stop. Sometimes we can be too much on go, and then once we're too much on go, it's just like okay, now we're not paying attention to certain details and things are going on around us. We're not even paying attention to it because we're just focused on this one thing. Our minds are like this, our eyesight is like this, and then boom, something clouds your path. So you like whoa, like what's this? What's going on? Like ugh, what's this? So now you're forced to pay attention to what's over here. Oh shoot, you're like, oh man, okay, that needs to be fixed. You look over here like, ooh, okay, that needs to be fixed. So don't look at your blockades as always something negative. Maybe you need to slow down. Maybe you need to look around. Maybe you need to change some things. Maybe you need to update some things. Maybe you need to tweak some things, okay? Figure it out as you go. Figure it out as you go. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. For sure. You will. I know you will. Just trust yourself. Trust your gut. Trust what you see. Trust what you feel. Trust you. Okay? Trust you. Somebody said, how do you feel about people constantly bringing the past? Would they ever change? I don't like people who like to bring up the past all the time. I personally don't like it. I'm personally, no, I'm not with that. I'm not a person who enjoys to relive the past. I would rather move forward. It's okay to express your feelings, express how you feel like maybe one time or two times. It's okay to do that because maybe, the second time you might have let something out and you want to, express yourself a little bit more because you let some things out the first time. But like to keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again, no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that because that means, let me tell you what that means. If you have to keep reliving the past, that means there's something internally that you have to deal with that's not fixable on the outside. It's not something that somebody else can fix for you. If you're seeing yourself or you're catching yourself repeatedly going over the same thing that happened in your life over and over and over again, it's because the outside can't heal you. Other people can't heal you. That's why you don't feel like there's a release. That's why you don't feel like, okay, well, I said how I feel, but I don't feel any better. Like I still feel the same. It's because sometimes people can't heal your trauma. Sometimes you have to heal your own trauma. Sometimes other people can't be that person to help you see the light. Sometimes you have to push yourself into the light. Other times, yeah, maybe it will work. Other times, somebody could be there during your grieving period or whatever you're going through. Maybe somebody can be there to lift you up, but every single time, somebody may not be able to do that. And if they do, it may not be enough for you because it's something that you personally have to do for yourself. And that's what we have to start understanding. We can't always depend on our friends and our family to make us feel better about ourselves and what we're going through. It's literally up to us at the end of the day to move on. It's up to us to accept it. It's up to us to want to be happy. It's up to us to want to move on and to get away from all of that hurt and all of that pain and all of that trauma and all of that baggage that we have. It's sometimes up to us. Okay? We got to do it for ourselves. We got to want this for ourselves. We got to say, hey, I'm tired of feeling sad. I'm tired of feeling angry. I'm tired of feeling depressed. I'm tired of feeling like this, bro. So, what is there that I need to do to make sure I don't feel like this anymore? What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Gotta fix it yourself. Somebody said, why am I seeing repeating numbers? Honestly, I don't know. Sometimes you have to dig into it yourself. What are the numbers? Okay. What are the numbers that you're seeing? Do they mean something to you personally? Do they symbolize something for you in your life personally? Like, I don't know your life. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know, what's going on more so with you. But I can only tell you what to look for. What are the numbers? What's the order of the numbers? At what times are you seeing the numbers? Do they symbolize something for you? Do they correlate to something to you? Do they mean something to you? Do it make you feel some type of way when you see the numbers? That type of thing. You get what I mean? So we have to start learning how to analyze things, okay? So use your skills of observing and analyzing what's really going on, and you'll figure it out. Just take some time. Just take a little minute to really think about it and to really reason on it and to really, meditate on it and figure out, okay, why? Why is this happening? What's this sequence? What's going on? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's I think that's my greatest strength. I'm definitely an observer at heart. uh, I love to listen. I love to challenge the mind. I love to be one with my surroundings. I love to be one with myself. I love to be one with the atmosphere, just the aura of the world, the energies of the world. I don't know. I just love it. It makes me smile. But yeah, honestly, that's just me. I can't make anybody be like me. I can't tell you how I am me or how I'm like this. I honestly don't know. I feel like I was born this way, to be honest with you. Now, some people say, hey, I was born this way. I think I was born this way. Ever since I was a little girl, I always believed I had some kind of powers or like I was very strong in the mind. I always thought that about myself. And I always, like, ever since I was a little girl, I would like just stare at people and my mom would get so mad. She was like, why do you keep staring at people? Like, it's so embarrassing. Why do you keep staring at people? And I'm like, I'm trying to read their minds. I'm trying to see, like, I'm trying to really go in deep detail. Like, okay, who is this person? What are you really about? Like, I stared at somebody so long to the point where I'm just like, dang, she's sick. So I'm really staring at this lady. I'm like, dang, she's sick. And guess what? She told my mama she was sick with a disease. And literally, all I had to do was look at her. So sometimes these eyes right here can tell you a lot. If you just trust your eyes, if you trust your mind, if you trust your feeling, because everything works together. So you have to learn how to make everything work together within you because we are a machine, okay? Everything works together to make something work. To make everything that you're doing, all your movements, all your words, all of your senses and everything, they work together to make it become what it's supposed to be. So if you learn that about yourself and you really start to practice those things about yourself, because I actively practiced it. I didn't just wake up one day and be like, hey, I'm going to use my mind to do this. No, I practiced it. I challenged myself. Okay, well, I believe this, and I wait. I wait. I wait to see if it's going to happen. And 9 times out of 10, y'all, it happened. No lie. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Nine times out of 10, it happens. Or it's true. Or I'm not tripping. Or I'm not just pulling stuff out my ass. Is definitely facts. So if you really want to become one with yourself, if you really want to have a certain intuition, I ain't gonna lie. Some people have the gift and some people don't. I just happen to be one of those people who have that gift. And my husband asks me all the time, like, how do you know? How do you be knowing? Like, how do you be knowing people like this? I don't know. I can't tell you how I know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay? It's no strategy. It's not something that I learned in school. It's something that I had before I even went to school. And I just decided, hey, I want to do a little bit more research. I want to know a little bit more about what I'm actually doing to really figure it out. But baby, it was already there. It was already there. So, yeah. Y'all, this FaceTime version sucks. It really does suck. Let me see. Let me see if I can change it a little bit, make it look better. Not really. I mean, that may be a little better. But anyways, tonight is a great night. I'm glad I could talk to y'all. I'm glad I could see y'all tonight. I'm glad y'all are alive and well and kicking. Okay. I'm glad you guys are present. I'm glad you guys are focused. I'm just speaking some things, y'all. I don't know what your circumstances look like, but listen to me. I'm speaking some things into you. I am glad you're focused. I am glad that you're prospering. I am glad that you are achieving your goals. I am glad that you are becoming the greatest version of yourself. I am glad that you are who you truly want to be. I am glad that your business is flourishing. I am glad that you are flourishing. I am glad that you are healing from all of the things that are bothering you, for all of the things that have affected you in life. I am glad that you are becoming who you want to be, achieving the true happiness that you want for yourself. I'm glad and I'm happy for you. And I believe in you. I believe that you are strong. I believe that you are more than capable of doing whatever it is that you say you want to do. I believe that you will find the motivation, that you will find the dedication, that you will find that little piece of you that maybe is doubting it. But I think that you'll find that other half, that other 90% that said, nah, it's good, you good. That part of you, listen to it. Forget that little 10% that everybody has. Just don't get me wrong. Everybody has a pinch of doubt, okay? No matter what you're doing, no matter what you're trying to accomplish, you may always have like a pinch of doubt. But don't let that pinch become overpowering, okay? Just let that little bit of pinch just be maybe just a pinch of salt, okay? It ain't gonna affect the whole meal. It ain't gonna ruin the whole meal. Just look at it as an additive. It's a little bit of salt I'm adding on there. It's all right. I ain't worried about it. Just keep going. Finish that meal. Finish that entree. Finish your creation. Yeah, finish it. That little bit of salt ain't doing that to it. Okay? It's okay to have a little bit of doubt. It's okay to second think it just for a little while now. Don't stay in it. Okay? Don't stir the pot. Don't keep stirring the pot and adding more to it. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to scoop that little extra salt out with a spoon and we're going to pour it down the sink. Mm-hmm. And we're going to keep the rest of that pot going. We're going to keep it brewing. Y'all ever heard of this term where, well, not term, but the scenario of like when you cook a soup one day, you eat it the first day, cool. You know, you taste the flavors a little bit, whatever. But when you eat that soup that second day, that's when you can taste every single part that you add in there, that basil, that thyme, that lemon, or whatever you add in there, that broth, whatever you put in there, that's when you can taste all the flavors the next day. We got to let it keep brewing, y'all. Let it keep brewing. Let it get more flavorful. Let it get more, okay? Let it keep doing it. Don't just take it out the pot after them 2 hours. Slow cook that thing. Slow cook it because you get the best results. We got to treat success like a soup, like your mama's favorite soup or your grandmama's favorite soup. Treat it like that. You'll understand how success works for sure. Somebody asked me a question. I'm having doubts about whether or not I should get an apartment by myself or get a roommate with what my occupation is. I say definitely look at your finances. If you are financially stable enough to stay by yourself, do the math. Do the math. Write out your income. Write out how much that apartment is going to cost, how much your cost of living is going to be per month. If you have enough money left over, after you paid your rent, paid all your bills, everything, if you have money left over, enough money to sustain throughout the whole month, then you're okay to get an apartment by yourself. But if you don't have enough money to sustain yourself after you do the whole breakdown, figuring out how much money you're going to have left over every single month, then you may need a roommate to help you cover those rent charges, okay? To help split those bills. So that's how you're supposed to look at it. Break it down. Don't just look on it from the outside. We got to start analyzing things, breaking it down into parts, actually seeing each aspect of it. Okay? Break it down. Get technical with it. Figure it out piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. So that way you have a better understanding of it. Don't just look at it from the outskirts. Go in detail with it. Okay? But yeah, for sure. Y'all are so, I love y'all vibes tonight. I don't know. Tonight I just feel like really mellow, really. That's how I feel. I don't even know how to explain it, but that whole deep breath, that's my feelings tonight. That's my vibes tonight. And I hope I'm giving y'all that same energy. I hope whatever you was going through, that is the complete opposite where you just feel. Just breathe it in. Clear your mind, clear your thoughts. It's nighttime, okay? It's the night. You don't need to be clouding your mind with all kind of crazy stuff. Just clear it because it's time to go to bed, and you want to clear your mind of anything that's bothering you before you go to bed. You definitely need to, or you will sleep like trash, and you'll wake up the next day all groggy and all moody, and you wondering, man, why am I so mad? Why am I so angry? It's because you went to bed with too much stuff on your mind, too much stuff on your heart, and you can't rest like that. You can't properly rest when things are bothering you, when things are lingering in your mind. You can't get the proper rest. You can't. Meditate. Honestly, lives are how I meditate, honestly, which is kind of weird. I get on live at night, and this is my way of meditating and just like clearing my mind of everything else that I was thinking about during the day, and then just let it go. Because now I'm focused on this. Now I'm focused on just getting my energies together. That's what I'm focused on. How do you know or catch yourself when you're overanalyzing? How do I know or catch myself when I'm overanalyzing? When you start to think about it too much and too many solutions are going on through your head and too much is overcrowding your head, and then you lose focus on what you really intended to do in the first place. That's how you know. So when that tends to happen to me, when I know that I'm doing too much up here, I have to just kind of figure out the levels of importance of what I'm thinking about or what I'm trying to do. Is always levels of importance to every single thing that you do. We have tiers, okay? Tiers of life where this must come first before the rest of this, or this, may be second on the spectrum, third, fourth, fifth. So we have to start finding those tiers, okay? Start finding those tiers. You'll figure it out. Even when I get mad about something, I notice real quickly how it completely overtakes me and my feelings. For sure. When we get upset, it causes us to not think logically. We start to act off of impulse. We start to really become something that we really don't want to be because the anger is so strong and it compels us. I will say, anger, really all emotions are kind of hard to really overcome. You know what I mean? It takes a process for every emotion. It takes a process for every single thing that you're going through. It takes a process for it. It's never plain and simple. It's never a simple solution to getting over anger or sadness or uh, I don't know, betrayal, any of that. It's not as simple as people think it is. It's always a process to everything. But you have to have patience with yourself. That's the number one key. Have patience with yourself. Get away from people and just kind of, you know, figure it out. Go within yourself, meditate, and then when you're ready to really gather all your thoughts and really figure out what's the source of why I'm feeling like this, that's when you go express yourself to the person that maybe did it to you. That's when you go and address it, okay? But don't just act off impulse. Don't just go full throttle whenever you're in a height of feelings because you're always going to miss something. You're always going to leave something out that you wanted to say. You're 9 times out of 10 going to say something that you didn't mean or say it in a way that you didn't mean it, and now it's perceived all kind of twisted. So that's why I highly encourage people to just really, really, really sit back, take a breather, find it within yourself on really what's the source of what's going on before you even present it to anybody else. That's the best way to do it. That is the best way to do it. And I know that in itself is hard because a lot of us like to snap back just like that. Okay. We like to, oh no, you didn't just do that. No, this right here, blah, 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 blah. And then especially women, we tend to carry on and on and on and on about the same thing because we're always forgetting to say something. We're always forgetting to mention something else that how we feel. So everything starts to just bundle up in one and then boom, like it's like a whole streak of just a whole bunch of stuff that's been bothering us. And they just looking like, people are just looking like, what? Where's all of this coming from? Like this was like 3 years ago. Like, why are you just not saying something about it? It's because honestly, it's not good. It's because sometimes we find ourselves trying to spare other people's feelings versus ours. So we put all of the weight on us. We put all of that responsibility on us instead of outsourcing where it's really coming from. You get what I mean? So sometimes we bundle up everything because we are so considerate of other people's feelings to where we're not even considerate of our own feelings. But like I said, find that source and find everything that you want to say first and everything that you want to address first within yourself, then present it. Because you don't want to just have something raveled up in you that keeps building and building and building and growing and growing and growing. And then one day you just explode on random people and you explode on somebody else who did absolutely nothing to you. And they're just looking at you like, whoa, are you okay? Because now you're just too frustrated. You're just too everywhere. You get what I mean? You're just too everywhere. But yeah, I want y'all to really believe in yourself. I want you guys to really accept yourself for who you truly are. I really want you guys to develop and grow into the most beautiful person that you can ever be. I want you to thrive. I want you to be focused. I want you to accomplish your dreams. I want you to live your dreams. I want all of the things that you want in life to become a reality because we can dream all day. We can think all day, but once those things start to become our reality, ooh, it's no greater feeling than that, y'all. It's no greater feeling than that. And I want everybody to feel that. I don't care what it is that you want out of life. I don't care what it is. Once you get it, once you experience it, that is the best feeling. The best feeling, okay? Even though you had to sweat your eyes out, you had to sweat your weave out, you had to break some nails, you had to go without a haircut, you had to wear the same clothes every single day, you had to miss a couple of meals, even though you had to go through all of that, that feeling of accomplishment at the end is nothing greater than that. And that is what I strive for. That is my motivation. I see the end result, so I have to keep working at it. I have to keep going. I have to keep striving, because if I just keep that image in the back of my head of what this is going to turn out to be, I can find that within myself. Oh my goodness. I know what this looks like for me. I know how happy I'll be once I get to this point in life where I want to be. Once I get there, I can see it, I can picture it, I know exactly what it looks like. And once I reach that finish line, ooh, I say celebrate till you can't celebrate no more. That's what I say. Celebrate until you can't celebrate anymore. Celebrate all of your accomplishments, y'all. Whatever you accomplish throughout your day, celebrate yourself. Condition yourself to want to keep doing it, okay? Condition yourself. If you complete a task, if you complete everything that you got to do within a day, celebrate at the end of the day. Routine every single day. Do this every single day. Positive reinforcement. That's what that is called. Positive reinforcement. You are awarding good behaviors. Award your good behaviors. That is the best way to condition your mind to keep doing the things that you want to do, to keep going on the positive path. Positive reinforcement. Award yourself for everything positive that you do. It works. Trust me, it works. It does. Do it. You'll see how life changes for you. You'll see how your motivation changes. You'll see how your drive changes. You'll see all of that. Remember, positive reinforcement. Do your research on it. You'll see what I'm talking about. Positive reinforcement. Yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, guys, y'all are really like, I really appreciate y'all. I really appreciate everybody that comes on my live. I can never say this enough. I appreciate y'all because y'all are so dedicated. Y'all are here to listen. Y'all are here to give feedback. And I absolutely enjoy it. Like, as much, I know y'all be saying, oh my God, like, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I really be thanking y'all. Like, I really, really thank y'all for being who you guys are. Because just by watching my lives, y'all are already going against the grain of what's everything else is going on social media. You're already on that step. You're already on that wave. You're already on a different energy. You're already on a different frequency. You get what I mean? So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for being leaders of yourself, following your own instinct, following your own mind, following what's true to you, and not letting everything else take you away from what you really need to be focused on, taking you away from the positive aspects of life. Because I ain't gonna lie, social media can drown you into negativity, into a place you don't want to be, and then you find yourself in this box where you're trying to find your way out, and it's like no exit. Life can do that, social media can do that, experiences can do that. So the more you force positivity into your life, the more you force those type of energies on yourself and everything around you, the more you do that, the better life will be for you. You get what I mean? The better life will be for you. Just keep surrounding yourself around genuine, positive, like genuine, positive energies. and you'll overall be happier. That's the truth. Like, y'all, I just be happy for no reason. I just be smiling for no reason. It's because I am manifesting those energies to myself. Everybody can't do that for you. Everybody can't be that for you. If you're looking for happiness in somebody else, baby, you'll never be happy. Because people will always do something to let you down. And that's facts. Listen to me when I say this. People, humans, will always do something to make you feel like you've been let down, like they disappointed you or something, because we're not perfect. We all make mistakes. So if we're looking for somebody externally to just be our sole happiness 24/7, we're never going to be as happy as we want to be. Ever. You got to find it in here. Find it with the energies around you. Go outside, put your hands in nature, in some grass, smell some flowers, feel the trees, feel the roots and the life in trees, feel everything. Feel the air around you, feel the energies around you. Burn sage, y'all. If you have people in and out your house, burn sage. Let up them windows, let up all the windows, burn some sage. Cleanse your house weekly, daily, however many times you need to do it. Cleanse your house. Cleanse it. Because your home is sacred. Your home is where you're supposed to feel safe. Your home is where you're supposed to feel happy. You're supposed to just put everything outside that has been bothering you. All that's supposed to stay outside. And when you step through that door, that is supposed to be your holy grail. That's what it's supposed to be. So sage your house, y'all. Sage your house. I really find myself pretty isolated because as I grow and elevate, I find that I can't connect with the same people anymore, including my family. I can 100% feel you on that. I can feel you so much on that. I had to pin that because it's just like everybody won't understand your growth and where you're trying to go in life. Everybody won't understand who you're trying to become. Everybody won't be on the same page as you. And don't get upset if they don't. Because guess what? They're not part of your journey. Whether I know sometimes it hurts to accept it. I know sometimes it feels horrible to know that the people that you've been rocking with won't always be there. They won't be the same people that you're familiar with to go and excel in life with. I know sometimes that's depressing, and I know sometimes it's demotivating. I know sometimes it may feel like, well, dang, like, am I really doing the right thing? Because I had to let go of so many people in the process, to where now it feels like, okay, well, I'm not even sure what I'm doing. It happens, okay? When you grow, a lot is going to change. A lot, including yourself. When you change, other things start to change. It's a domino effect. When you knock over one domino, the rest of them get knocked over. You get what I mean? So you can't change without everything in your environment changing. You can't possibly change without everything else around you changing. So if you do feel isolated, if you do feel alone, if you do feel like now you're at this standpoint where you just don't even know anymore, outsource. I would definitely say outsource. Definitely become more in tune with you. Definitely become more in tune with your goals. Definitely become closer to the people that are actually understanding of you. Become closer to them. Become closer to people that see eye to eye to you, that actually support you and actually want you to grow and actually want to see you excel in life. Become closer to those people. I get it. We got to sacrifice some of the people that don't really see that. But that only draws us closer to the people who actually do. So connect with yourself. See your purpose. Find your happiness in your purpose. Find your happiness in your own light. Find your happiness in your own energy. Find your happiness within, because that is what's most important. Find your own acceptance within. Find it. You'll find it. I know it's not going to happen overnight. Things don't always happen overnight, okay? It takes time, it takes growth, it takes practice to get to that point. It took me time, effort, practice, tears, sweat, pain, anger, all of that to get to where I am today. So don't just think I've been happy all my life and I just had a solution to everything all my life. I had to learn the hard way just like everybody else. But guess what? I choose happiness over everything else now. Before, I just resonated on so much. I just let things get to me. I let people get to me. But now, I laugh with people who go against me. I laugh with them. Why? Because I don't take it more than a grain of salt. I don't. I don't get offended. I don't take it as anything personal. I personally don't give two rats butts. I personally don't. I don't. I really don't. And I think it's funny when people think that they can knock me off of my energy. I laugh when people think they can knock me off of my goal. I laugh when people think that they can knock me off of my path. Why? Because I know how strong I am here and in here. And once you know how strong you are here and here, you're no longer offended. You're no longer bothered. You're no longer affected by other people and what they do and everything that's around you. You're no longer affected by that because you've conditioned yourself so much to the point where you absolutely found that 100% confidence in yourself, and you are confident in what you're doing. You are confident in the person that you're becoming. When you find that level of confidence, that's what happens to everybody else who does not go or align with what you have. That's what I do and keep it moving. Okay. Well, have a good day. That's my energy. That is literally my energy. So I'm not finna let you have the satisfaction of making me feel anything other than what I personally want to feel. Because once you start letting people get to you and you start letting people affect you like they want to affect you, they have won. Don't let these people win. You win at your own game. Don't let these people win at your game. Don't let these people win at your life. Don't let people win on something that you have control over, baby. No. Who are you? Who are you again? Honey, I don't even know your name. I don't even know what you look like for real. Cause honey, this here app be catfishing. So I don't even know what you look like. So why would I let you ruin my day? Why would I let you affect me in a negative way to the point where I feel like now I can't do certain things? Oh, hell no. We have to learn how to say, oh, hell no. Goodbye. Have a great day. And keep it moving. It's simple. Less time, less effort spent, less depression, less anxiety, less anger, less all of that. We have to learn how to eliminate our stressors because stressors are going to happen. We can't control everything stressful in our lives, but we can control how we react to everything that's stressful in our lives. And once we learn how to control how we react to those stressors, baby, it's like they don't even exist. Facts. It's like those stressors don't even exist. And I love that. Because guess what? You can say whatever you want, and I'm still gonna go over here and do what I said that I want to do. You just gonna have to be pissed off because I'm gonna go do what I want to do. hmm Because that's what matters. What I want to do is what matters. for my happiness, for my peace, for me. Regardless of what you got going on, regardless of how you trying to make me feel, I'm going to do me. I'm going to do what makes me happy. Y'all got it. I know y'all do. You got to find that strength. Even when you feel like you're at your weakest and you don't have anything left to give or to fight for, even when you feel like you're at your lowest, you can find that strength. Find that strength. You got it. Find that strength. Find that little bitty light in that tunnel. Find that little bitty candle. You can find it. Find it and go seek it. Go seek it. Actively seek it. Actively want it. Once you start really, really wanting something, it's nothing that can stop you from getting it. Put that in your mind. There's nothing stopping me from being where I want to be. There is nothing stopping me from being happy but me. There is nothing stopping me from growing and becoming great but me. Nothing else is stopping me. Nothing. If I want to become something, if I want to be something, if I want to do something, what is actually stopping me? We can say, hey, I don't have the time. We can say, hey, I may not have the finances. Hey, I may not have this. But don't you still have to do some things that don't require money? If you have time to watch Netflix, if you have time to be on social media, isn't that time to do what you want to do? See, we stop ourselves because we place these excuses in our lives ourselves and these obstacles ourselves. And we say, oh, well, because of this, we're placing doubt. We're placing those obstacles on ourselves and we're subliminally doing it. We're not even doing it on purpose. We're subliminally doing these things. And then we're just like, oh my God, well, now I don't have the capabilities of doing it. Yes, you do. Block everything out. Focus. 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 If you see that candle, go, 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 go. I know it's dark. I know it seems lonely. I know it seems too quiet. I know it seems like it may seem like the worst thing ever, but focus on that light. Focus on that end goal. Focus on that true happiness that you know you're going to get once you reach whatever you're trying to reach. Focus on that. Focus on that. And you'll get it. You will. You'll get it. You will. It's coming from a person who did it. It's coming from a person who was full of doubt. This is coming from a person who didn't know which way to go, who was lost. This is coming from a person who was everywhere. But once I started believing in myself, trusting in myself, once I started loving myself, once I started finding that confidence in myself, once I started realizing, hey, baby girl, listen, it's you. You're going to be you regardless of what anybody else says. You're going to be you regardless of whatever you go through, whatever you're put through. See them as life lessons. See them as something that you must go through to become who you will be in the future. See it as your stepping stone. See it as your pathway to become the most beautiful flower in the field of millions. Think of it as a way of you becoming the most unique flower in this massive field of wildflowers. That's how I see life. And I feel like if you see life like that, you'll know what you need to focus on. You won't be so dismantled. You won't be so easily strayed away or distracted. You won't. You won't be so distracted if you just focus on you. You focus on what you want to be. Don't focus on what everybody else is doing, what place they are in, because baby, it took them years to get to where they are. It took them time. It took them a lot to get to where they are. So you're going to have to go through your own journey, your own path. You're gonna go through your own struggles, your own time. Everybody is gonna have a different story. So don't expect your outcome to be everybody else's outcome, and don't expect your journey to be everybody else's journey. Yours is unique. See yourself as unique. See yourself as special because you are. You are your own individual person. And once you start to accept that you are your own individual person, there's not much people can do to make you change or become something that you're not truly. It's not much people can do because it won't affect you, because it won't make you feel less than yourself or less of yourself. It won't make you feel like your life or your lifestyle isn't good enough. It won't make you feel like that because you are your own special individual. You are your own person. You are your own unique version. And there's nobody else like you. Nobody else like you. Once we start to accept that, that's the mindset that keeps you sane. That's the mindset that keeps you smiling. That's the mindset that keeps you going. That's the mindset that keeps you confident and fierce. That is the mindset. That's the hack. You have to see yourself as something great in order to become something great. You have to feel it. You have to speak it into yourself first. You have to believe it first in order for it to become true. Believe in yourself. Speak it into yourself. Write it into yourself. And do it. You got it. You got it. You got it. We gotta learn how to love ourselves, y'all. You gotta learn how to love yourself. Love yourself. And loving yourself means doing whatever it takes to make sure that you get to where you need to be. I don't care what it is. Loving yourself means that. That means you do whatever it takes to be what you want to be in life. That's what that means. To love yourself. Yeah. This is a great night. It really is a great night. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's a great night, great day. Just a great time. Sometimes you just gotta linger in your own thoughts and linger in your own energy, because we can manifest our own energies. You get what I mean? We can manifest positivity in our lives. We can manifest all of that. Find a babysitter, baby. Find one. Find a babysitter because it is essential. You cannot do all of this alone. Find one. Find a babysitter. I had to find one. I had to find two. Because, listen, I got to do what I got to do. But I also work from home. So it's just like I still see my kids every single day. I still get to hug and kiss my kids, play with my kids, all of that. But definitely find a babysitter because you need that time. You need that time to focus. You need that time to get things together. You need that time to make sure everything is organized, because if you're the main organizer, if you're the main initiator, if you're the main person who makes sure everything is good to go, then you need somebody there to help you. You definitely need somebody there to help you. I don't know why my live keep freezing. Try 12. I never get it right. You have 12 kids? Wow. God bless you. For sure. You're blessed. Fertility. Fruitful. Very fruitful. That's amazing though. For sure. Women are amazing. But yeah, I've been drinking on this same coconut water, honey, for hours. Other than that, y'all, I definitely enjoyed tonight. Um, I enjoyed tonight. I enjoyed y'all's company. I hope I gave y'all some good insight. I hope that you guys learned something. I hope that your mood has changed into something better. I hope your focus is now more or less clouded. Let's just say that. I hope your focus is less clouded. I hope your trajectory of your path is a little less, you know, zigzaggy and more straightforward. I hope you guys really felt one with yourself, really felt one with what's within, because it's needed. It is. It's needed. So just take a deep breath, y'all. Meditate and just be grateful. Remain grateful. Just say, I'm glad to be alive. I'm glad to be breathing. Thank you for my health, my strength. Thank you for everything that you provided for me. Excuse me. Thank you for everything. You know? Thank you for everything. We just got to be grateful and remain grateful. I don't know if I opened this or not. Oh, and thank you. Thank you for noticing the setup. I really appreciate it. Y'all, I'm running out of energy, so I'm gonna save my last little bit of energy to get something to eat and just wind down so I can go to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed tonight, like I said, and you all have a beautiful, restful sleep, slumber. Okay? Have a great night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get back on my lives because I have some things that I want to do and set up and change and all of this good and dandy stuff. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. And hopefully it feels like today. Honestly. Hopefully it feels like today. It was a really good day. So yeah. See y'all later.